My name's Daylisa.
My name's Abigail.
Karima Alexander.
Zakia Ford.
Lakeisha Joseph.
Emmanuel.
Kane.
Baby G.
My name is Ernest Clark, better known as Mr. Doubles.
Yeah, my name's Paula Aldridge.
Leonard Joseph.
No, Roger London.
They call me Jen around here, you get me?
Oh, my name is Keo.
They call me H around here, like.
Sharon.
Marv.
Jordan.
Lord Dennis. I was born in Jamaica. Came here in 1961. Been here ever since. Went home once, but it was too warm for me. Came back again. A couple of weeks ago, it was our anniversary down here, for 2000 year, yeah? I was there. And it's amazing that somebody can remember us, to pay us some attention for what the British government has been done to us in the slave trade.
Then again, I didn't even really know it was 200 years the other day until like the media hype and all of that started getting it around and stuff like that.
I didn't hear them getting it around, blood. Honestly, blood. I swear down. It's like when these guys come up to me, I'm like, wait a minute, 200 years? Right, it is, you know. So I've only seen a couple of adverts. There's no real big thing going on about it.
Yeah. They don't really celebrate them things, man.
For some reason, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like you're only really hearing about it this year. Like, where was it before, like when it was 199, 198? No one was telling us about, yeah, you should be always informed.
I mean, I acknowledged the abolition of the bicentennial celebrations. I acknowledged them. I was aware of them. I chose not to particularly participate, really. Well, I thought that they were very formal. I think they were very organised by establishments, you know. And I didn't really think that I wanted to participate. I mean, you know, I acknowledge it spiritually, but I didn't want to be a part of the organised celebrations.
It's about time this country celebrated something real. I work at Lambeth College in Brixton, and we had a brilliant bicentennial celebration. We felt really proud.
I'm not sure if celebrations is the right word. I don't think that encapsulates what slavery was all about, really. I don't, you know, it's just not my flavour of how I would, you know. I think reparations are in order before celebrations are in order.
Not celebrating slavery, celebrating the death of slavery, because if you exist today in this country, you're coming from slavery because it's on the backs of those who suffered it. That is what you're experiencing.
I think it's too many years have passed for these nowadays governments or the European community not to acknowledge their part in that history and make amends, really, so that we can live more unified and feel more secure in our environment.
Let me not make too much fuss about it, you know, because even with this slave thing and thing, I father out of darkness come forth light. And I had the light today will come out of that darkness. And if it wasn't for that darkness, I wouldn't be in this light. So I forgive, look at it both ways, positive and negative. And out of the negative come positive still. So it's the same situation, everything is everything. You know, I mean, evil done, it's not the first, because it started with Moses and the children already, and it was a different migration. That one was a cruel migration. But it's that migration that caused this original meaning of what we're talking about bicentennial today.
Have you all learned anything in school concerning slavery or the slave trade?
Not as such.
Is it the Bermuda Triangle? Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
That's not even the same thing, is it? No. Okay. Why?
No, in my school, if I'm honest, my secondary school, they didn't really go into depth about slavery, which I think is a bit unfair because we all have a right to know about our heritage and our past and stuff.
And because even when you said to me, do I know about the abolition of slavery, yeah, I don't really know much about it, and that's quite bad coming from me because I'm a black person. I should know more than anyone else from any other races about my heritage and about what's happened, because if I don't know, how am I going to expect other people to know? So I think it would be good because we need to be informed about what's going on.
It's like when they did do a little piece of history, it's like black slavery, yeah, they took them from there, flung them on the boat, took them there, and that was it. Then they had the fight a little bit later, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and then basically they just give you a brief thing. You don't even really get anything asked about it in later life, you're just that.
When you enter adolescence, you are, your hormones are blazing and you're questioning everything around you. You're questioning authority, you're questioning fairness, and you want to know a bit about your history. And it's important they know it correctly, because it's not a part of the UK's education system, to the national curriculum, to teach you about those things. General history is taught in schools. You know about Henry VIII, Henry V. You know about European history. You don't know about how Europe, the role that they played, apart from Columbus discovering these very Jamaica and these various colonies. But that's how you learn it. And because it's not a part of the national curriculum, you're kind of finding your own way, really.
More time, I learned most of my black history through watching comedians joke about things. And then you'd be like, what's he talking about? So then you go and research it and you think, oh, okay, then you understand it.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this. My dad and my mum are always like telling me stuff, and it's like me and my brothers, and we always are like, I'm listening, but at the same time, it's like I want hardcore evidence so it sticks in my mind. Even though I do pay attention because I'm not a stupid girl, but it's like the other day I was told that my grandmother 3 times removed was a slave, and it was like, it's like something cool to know, because it's like, okay, it's kind of close to me and my family is involved in that, whereas all black people have that link between slavery.
I remember they told me that they took them on ships to the Caribbean, and they were kept in captivity, and they were not allowed to. They weren't in the ships. They weren't able to move. They were locked under chains, and they got whipped. They weren't even treated like human beings. They were treated like animals.